When an entire clan chooses self-destruction to carve open a path of escape, and a single man dares to challenge a 7-star Dao Sheng with 8 heavenly flames, this is not a battle for victory, but a fight against absolute extinction. If you enjoy the way I make my videos, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep creating. Bang bang, thunderous explosions echoed endlessly throughout the sealed realm. With every deafening blast, a Yao clan expert detonated the Do Chi within his body, reducing himself to nothingness. Under such wildly violent energy, not even the soul could survive. Utter annihilation was the only outcome. Xiaoyan's group pushed their speed to the absolute limit, racing madly toward the area where the explosions were densest. The seal at that location had already been shattered. Tearing open space was no longer an impossible task. Experts from various factions followed closely behind Xiaoyan. They all understood one thing, clearly relying on their own strength alone. Escaping alive from this chaos was nothing more than a fantasy. However, the Hun clan's objective was the complete extermination of all living beings within the Yao clan. Naturally, they would never allow Xiaoyan and the others to leave so easily. As Xiaoyan's group advanced, the tunneling creatures flooding the battlefield, and the Hun clan experts instantly shifted their focus, surging in from every direction to encircle them. Xiaoyan's expression turned icy as he watched the figures closing in. Just as he was about to strike, old man Shen Nong behind him suddenly hurled the medicinal staff in his hand. In an instant, a vast sea of emerald flames erupted outward. With sharp, swooshing sounds, towering flame-covered trees burst from the ground. Like living vines, they twisted and wrapped around the oncoming enemies, forcibly halting their advance. Xiaoyan let out a quiet breath of relief. With old man Shen Nong buying them time, Yao Tian's group surged forward even faster. Annihilation Xiao stopped Xiaoyan. Hun Huzi, still locked in battle with Elder Wanhuo and the others, shouted urgently upon seeing Xiaoyan's group nearing the fractured space. That brat also possesses the Tu-Shi ancient god Jade. Humph. Do you think I can create endless clones of myself? The Nihility devouring flame snorted coldly, his voice laced with clear displeasure. Hun Huzi fell silent, smiling awkwardly. Although the Nihility devouring flame was the strongest presence on the battlefield, he was already stretched thin, maintaining the spatial seal, nursing injuries inflicted by Yao Di's soul fragment, and currently dispersed into countless tunneling entities. He simply had no spare strength to intervene further. "Leave it to me," a mocking voice rang out from the sky. "Hun Jing, I'll leave that old ghost Yao Dan to you. Blocking both of us alone is nothing but a delusion." One of the Hun clan's 4 demon saints cast a disdainful glance at the frenzied Yao Dan before him. His figure flickered, leaving behind an afterimage as he disengaged from the battlefield, and shot toward Xiaoyan's group like a predatory eagle. Xiaoyan. Heh. That name is quite familiar. Hunyan's speed was terrifying. Within a few breaths, he appeared before Xiaoyan's group, his laughter cold and sinister. "There have been many rumors about you within the Hun clan. If not for our grand plan, I would have sought you out long ago. You're the only one in recent years who has caused my Hun clan losses time and time again." Xiaoyan's heart sank as he faced this new obstruction. Hunyan's aura was overwhelmingly oppressive. From Xiaoyan's perception, this man had already reached the advanced 7-star Daosheng realm, far stronger even than Yao Dan. Life Spirit Flame. Old man Shen Nong's expression changed drastically. Without hesitation, he launched an attack. The emerald flames surged together, forming a massive 4-limbed flame beast that roared as it charged straight at Hunyan. Life Spirit Flame. Hunyan chuckled softly. "I've taken quite an interest in it. After capturing you today, it will be mine." He clenched his hand. Boundless Do Chi gathered, forming a gigantic palm that slammed down violently. With a single strike, the flame beast shattered apart. The remaining force did not weaken in the slightest, continuing forward toward Xiaoyan's group. The combat power of the life spirit flame really isn't enough. Old man Shen Nong laughed bitterly and hastily retreated. Swoosh! Xiaoyan's group barely dodged the descending palm. However, those lagging behind were not so fortunate. Even peak 1-star Daosheng experts were crushed instantly, their bodies exploding into clouds of blood mist. Xiaoyan had no time to heed the anguished screams behind him. His gaze locked firmly onto Hunyan. That man stood precisely where the spatial seal had been shattered. In other words, To escape, they would have to defeat him. But facing an advanced 7-star Du Sheng, even Xiaoyan knew how slim the odds were. Northern King. Xiaoyan's eyes flashed. He tossed Yao Tian toward Yao Lao as a thought surged through his mind. The statue-like Northern King instantly transformed into a streak of black light, charging forward with terrifying force. A crushing pressure enveloped Hunyan. A puppet. A flicker of surprise appeared in Hunyan's eyes. Even he rarely encountered a puppet so powerful and refined in combat. A puppet is still just a puppet. Despite his surprise, Hunyan showed no retreat. Vast Dao Qi erupted as he waved his hand, forming a 1,000-foot Dao Qi palm that easily intercepted the Northern King's assault. With another strike, the Northern King was forced back, its incomparably hard body now bearing half-inch deep scars. Against an advanced 7-star Dao Sheng, even the Northern King was clearly outmatched. Little Yi, Xiaoyan shouted. Little Yi surged forth, merging completely with Xiaoyan's soul. Instantly, the purifying demonic lotus flame erupted in all directions. Xiaoyan's body turned crystalline once more, pink crystal coating even his bones and internal organs. Extermination Firebody. From the very first exchange, Xiaoyan unleashed his strongest state. He knew ordinary techniques were meaningless against such an opponent. Extermination Fire Lotus. Xiaoyan clenched his fist. 6 differently colored heavenly flames spiraled together in his palm, rapidly fusing. In mere moments, a 5-colored fire lotus took shape, radiating an aura of absolute destruction. Go! With a violent swing of his arm, the lotus shot forth like a comet, trailing blazing light before detonating near Hunyan. Bang! A heaven-shaking explosion erupted. A raging firestorm filled with exterminating force swept across the sky. Any tunneling within 1,000 feet was instantly reduced to vaporized black blood. You do have some skill. Hunyan's icy voice echoed calmly from within the firestorm. But if this is your trump card, then hand over the Toshi ancient god Jade. I may still grant you a peaceful death. Black vapor surged violently, suppressing the firestorm itself. Hunyan stepped out unscathed, each step heavy with pressure. His robes fluttered without wind, his expression dark and cold. Xiaoyan's heart sank. Even with the extermination fire body and fire lotus combined, he had failed to severely injure Hunyan. The terror of an advanced 7-star Do Sheng was undeniable. His aura is unstable, old man Shen Nong said gravely. Your attack hurt him, but not enough. Xiaoyan, we must leave now. Yao Lao shouted urgently. If the remaining Yao clan experts fall escaping, will become impossible. Xiaoyan nodded silently. His gaze hardened as he looked at Hunyan. Elder Shen Nong, Yao Tian. He exhaled deeply. Lend me your heavenly flames. Both were startled, but there was no time for questions. Old man Shen Nong immediately handed over his staff. Yao Tian hesitated briefly before expelling a dark brown flame that condensed into the shape of a turtle. The turtle's spiritual earth flame ranked 13th among the heavenly flames. Xiaoyan grasped the staff in one hand and the flame in the other. His crystal body shimmered with mysterious radiance. With little Yi fully merged, he now possessed a constitution akin to a heavenly flame spirit. As long as their owners did not resist, he could temporarily wield flames he had not refined. Normally their power would be weaker. But right now, that no longer mattered. 6 heavenly flames within Xiaoyan, plus 2 more. An 8-flame fire lotus. An unprecedented existence. Its might would be nothing short of apocalyptic. The life spirit flame and the turtle spiritual earth flame were swiftly transformed into 2 clusters of differently colored flames within Xiaoyan's hands. A faint resistance pulsed from them. After all, these heavenly flames already possessed their own masters. Even though their owners did not resist, instinct alone caused them to struggle slightly. Moreover, this was despite Xiaoyan having temporarily attained a heavenly flame-type constitution. Had an ordinary person attempted to grasp them, they would have exploded long ago instead of remaining so docile. Xiaoyan frowned faintly as he sensed the subtle resistance. He flicked his finger and a wisp of pink flame extended outward, wrapping around the 2 clusters of essence flames. Almost instantly, the flickering glow surrounding them stiffened. Though these heavenly flames lacked true intelligence, they instinctively shrank back, cowed by the terrifying purifying might of the purifying demonic lotus flame. Xiaoyan finally let out a quiet breath of relief when the 2 essence flames became obedient. Curling his hand, 6 heavenly flames once again gathered before him. As they slowly began to merge, Xiaoyan flicked his finger, shooting the life spirit flame and turtle spiritual earth flame directly into the swirling mass. Bung bung! A low, muffled roar echoed as the 2 flames entered. Waves of frightening energy surged violently from within, giving off the ominous sensation that the flames were on the verge of detonating at any moment. Xiaoyan's expression grew solemn. Though he currently possessed Little Yi's heavenly flame spirit constitution, he was still unfamiliar with these 2 heavenly flames. Resistance during fusion was inevitable. However, he did not panic. His perfected heavenly state spiritual strength surged forth like a raging flood, pouring into the unstable flame mass. It was as if icy water had been poured into boiling oil, the violent turbulence instantly calmed. The chaotic energy dissipated, and the flames once again gathered under Xiaoyan's precise control. At the same time, Du Qi poured endlessly from his body into the forming lotus. The addition of 2 more heavenly flames caused his Du Qi consumption to skyrocket. Even for Xiaoyan, this level of exhaustion was pushing his limits. As more and more Dao Qi was injected, ripples nearly tangible spread through the flames. A vague lotus outline gradually took shape. A fluctuation so terrifying that even Xiaoyan felt his heart tremble, quietly spread outward. An angry Buddha lotus flame formed from 8 heavenly flames. Its might could truly be described as capable of destroying the world. Hunyan, still being held at bay by the fearless Northern King, sensed that dreadful fluctuation. His expression finally changed, his gaze locked onto the 8-colored flame in Xiaoyan's hands, his pupils twitching uncontrollably. Even he could clearly perceive the mortal danger contained within it. "This brat is truly monstrous," Hunyan muttered coldly. Merely a 5-star Daosheng, yet capable of unleashing such a terrifying attack. A ruthless glint flashed in his eyes. He suddenly slammed his palm into the Northern King. The explosive surge of strength caved its chest inward. If it were not a puppet, that blow would have been fatal. Even so, the violent force sent the Northern King flying back thousands of feet. Hunyan's figure flickered. In the blink of an eye, he lunged straight toward Xiaoyan. "Stop him!" Yao Lao cried out as his expression changed, launching a pillar of Do Qi. But Hunyan merely swept his sleeve, dispersing the attack as though it were nothing. Red poison palm. Old man Shen Nong's face turned grave. Seeing no other option, he charged forward. His hand rapidly swelled, turning a vivid crimson as a strange phenomenon radiated outward. He slammed it toward Hunyan. Hunyan snorted coldly. His fingers turned pitch black as he casually struck forward, colliding directly with the crimson palm. Gurk! An unusual fragrance filled the air. Old man Shen Nong's face instantly turned pale as he spat out a mouthful of fresh blood. His body sent flying backward in a miserable arc. A bunch of insignificant ants dare dream of escaping my Hun clan. Hunyan laughed icily as he appeared before Xiaoyan, his blackened fingers resembling the claws of a death god as they tore forward. Xiaoyan stared unblinkingly as the claw wind arrived in an instant, ripping apart his Dao Qi defenses and crashing into his body. Thud thud, blood and sparks flew. Xiaoyan's robes disintegrated, revealing dragon scales beneath. Even so, 5 deep gashes were carved into them, fresh blood flowing freely. Without the dragon phoenix ancient armor, his abdomen would have been torn apart. Xiaoyan's face paled as he was blasted backward. Yet even as he flew, a cold smile appeared in his eyes. Explode. Hunyan's pupils shrank violently. Only a few inches away from him, a palm-sized fire lotus rotated slowly. An incomparably beautiful 8-colored fire lotus. Before Hunyan could react, blinding light erupted. Countless extermination light pillars shot outward, densely packed. Anything struck was instantly reduced to ash. Xiaoyan had narrowly avoided them only because he had been flung backward by Hunyan's own strength. Hunyan was struck head-on. Light pillars pierced through his body, yet he did not immediately disintegrate. Monstrous Dao Qi surged as he struggled desperately to resist the annihilating force. But an 8-flame lotus was no ordinary attack. A second, even more terrifying extermination lotus erupted from within. The sky blazed like a newborn sun, the searing light engulfing the entire Yao realm. Boom! A cataclysmic wave of destruction swept across the heavens. The already ruined mountain range below melted into a scorched crimson wasteland under the horrifying temperature. Xiaoyan grabbed Yao Lao and the others as the purifying demonic lotus flame formed a massive fire barrier before them, barely shielding the group from the aftermath. The destruction lasted a long while before finally fading. A figure wreathed in black smoke fell from the sky, smashing into the ground and carving a pit tens of thousands of feet wide. Xiaoyan stared into the distance. Within the pit, Hunyan could be seen enveloped in black vapor. His aura had weakened drastically. He had clearly suffered severe injuries. Old man Shen Nong inhaled sharply, his eyes filled with shock. Forcing an advanced 7-star Daosheng into such a state, it was almost unimaginable. "Hurry, the remnant force has torn space open," Xiaoyan shouted. His face was deathly pale. Pain radiated from his chest, causing his body to tremble. He flung the life spirit flame and turtle spiritual earth flame back to their owners as he urged them on. Using the 8-flame lotus had drained him far beyond expectation. Even now his body was on the brink of collapse. Only then did everyone notice it. A spatial crack dozens of feet wide had appeared amid the lingering ripples. "Move." Xiaoyan poured medicinal liquid over his wounds, spread his bone wings, and rushed into the spatial crack at lightning speed. "Stop them!" Hunyan roared furiously as he staggered upright. Bang bang. The remaining Yao clan experts detonated themselves without hesitation, blocking the Hun clan's pursuit. Hun Jing's face darkened as he watched. Just as he prepared to intervene, Yao Dan's laughter rang out wild, ferocious, and unrestrained. "Xiaoyan, thank you." Yao Dan turned his head as his dou qi reached its violent limit. His blood-red eyes held relief as he watched Xiaoyan and the others vanish into the crack. Then, a final world-shaking explosion erupted. No weaker than the 8-flame lotus, the Yao clan ended in fire.